Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another entry in my collection. And this one that we are going to be touching on is the Amazon Prime Chase Visa Signature Rewards whole entire sentence card. I am not going to do a bunch of takes on this because you get where I'm going with this. This card is actually very famous and a lot of people possess it because a lot of people have Prime accounts and it is an awesome card. But I'm going to get into why it's an awesome card after my co-star tells you exactly what to do to keep the channel growing.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So first things first, as we always ask, what actually is the card? What is it? Is it a charge? Is it a business? Is it a regular credit card? This card is a credit card. You do get a hard and fast limit. And also, considering that it's a Chase card, this is something I want to add because this is one of the first Chase cards that I'm doing an in-depth overview of. Understand that this card is affected, as far as I know, by 524. Other data points have revealed that sometimes this card operates outside of said realm. I've heard it on both, the for and the against. But just remember, whenever you're dealing with any Chase cards whatsoever, always keep 524 in mind. So what's the cost? Now this one gets a little dicey, because in different circles you will hear that this card costs $140 a year. In other circles you will hear that it is a zero annual fee card. Now, as stated on the website, there is no annual fee for holding this card that is levied upon you by the issuer, which is Chase. So technically it's a zero annual fee card. Effectively, you do have to maintain an Amazon Prime account in order to hold this card. So where does the value come in? Now that's where path bifurcates, and this is really up to the holder of the card. If you literally signed up for an Amazon Prime account just to get this card, you do not have a zero annual fee card. You now have a card that you have to pay for because this was something that you already did not value before it existed. Now, mind you, if you're like millions of other American households where Amazon Prime has been around even before the advent of this card, then this card technically comes as no added monetary burden to you because you were already paying for Amazon Prime anyway. Therefore, you can brag and say you have a zero annual fee card. So I just wanted to warn you about that where this card is concerned. And just as an aside, its lower version, the Amazon card, the non-Prime version, does have lower multipliers. That too is tied to your Amazon account, but that is if you don't have Amazon Prime. So you still get the card, and the card will actually automatically downgrade should you get rid of your Amazon membership. So that means that you don't have a card cancellation should you downgrade, and they're not going to give you any grief thinking that you're trying to, pull any fraud schemes. So let's talk benefits and protections. What's in it for you? What makes this card valuable? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the multipliers here and a special note about the multipliers as of this filming. But as far as the buyer protections and the Visa Signature benefits, because this is a Visa Signature card, I did a very detailed video about the Amazon Prime card. I'll go ahead and link that there so that way we're not going over old ground and I am not holding you here just rattling off a bunch of boring nonsense that you've probably either already watched. Now, you can feel free to watch the video, which I would highly suggest, or you can go about your business and not bother with it and fly by the seat of your pants, which I normally don't suggest, but it doesn't mean that you can't make it work. Now, with that being said, let's dive into the multipliers. And the most famous multiplier that they have is 5% back on all Amazon purchases, all Amazon Prime purchases. In other words, if you have this card and you have Prime, against someone else who does not have this card, you are simply paying 5% less than everybody else, which is given back to you in the form of Amazon points, not to be confused with Chase UR points, even though you go through a Chase portal to check your balance of points and redeem them in a few different ways, in addition to being able to redeem them straight for Amazon purchases. You also get 5% back at Whole Foods Market purchases, Whole Foods being an Amazon company. If you slide this card at a Whole Foods Market, you will get 5% cash back. Now, Whole Foods. As a matter of fact, I think hey, put the picture up of the $95 truffles. They got to see this. It was on the old one, but I'm talking to Well, you know who well, you probably see the truffles now. Yeah, those are a thing. So 5% back at Whole Foods, it helps. Now you get 2% back at restaurants and gas stations. Now here's the thing. Before May the 1st, you actually got 2% as well at drugstores, which is no more. As of this filming, as of right now, when you're watching this, there has been a change which was announced to Amazon Prime cardholders, and they mailed it out and let you know exactly what benefits were being added. Now, the 2% at drugstores will be no more, and that will be replaced with 2% on local transit, including rideshare and commuting services. So now, you can use your Ubers and your Lyfts and the like, what have you. Now, another multiplier that has now been added is actually 5% back if you use your Amazon Prime card to purchase travel activities through the Chase portal. So in other words, when you go to the Chase portal, you can decide what card you want to load in on your profile. I've shown this in previous videos when I booked activities to show you guys how to do it. Now, if you use your Amazon card, your Amazon Prime, Chase, Visa, Rewards, Signature, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah card, you will actually get 5% back in the form of Amazon points. Remember, these are not Chase UR points you will be getting. That bit of business is very important. But the redemption value of an Amazon point is fairly uniform at 1 cent per point across almost every single redemption method that there is possible for this card. So that, that gives you a little safety net. Now, other than that, it's 1% back for every other purchase that you have. Now, one thing I always like to remind people is that this card has no foreign transaction fees. So it's a great emergency card, a great card to put in your passport holder when you are out and abroad. It really does help, especially being a Visa signature. Acceptability won't be a problem, but that is something I want to add here. So I also wanted to remind you, remember, you want the in-depth stuff? I already linked the video. Go back a little bit, and I implore you to watch it. It's probably a good thing for you to watch. So as far as closest relative cards, this card is actually, it takes up a unique space because it's a good card, but technically if Amazon was a brick and mortar, it'd kind of be a glorified card like the Apple Card, because most of the people I know, 99% of the people I know, have this card, never sees the light of day. It pretty much stays in a drawer because it's automatically loaded onto a profile of an Amazon account. And I don't know what's up with these companies making these great looking cards that are never meant to see the light of day. Look at this thing. It's nice. You hear that? That's metal. Like, what? Why? If that's the case, mail me a paper one. Why you make them so pretty? But in any case, as far as relative cards go, I would put the Apple Card as a relative card, as an alternate card, even though this card can actually earn you more cash back than the Apple Card if you buy Apple products on Amazon. Also, there are some of its Chase cousins I would put in this league because cards like the Chase Freedom Flex has a rotating category. Well, it will earn on par with this card when making Amazon purchases. Pretty much any rotating category card, because most of them will cycle through Amazon, is a good relative card, especially if you want the benefits of this card, but you just don't shop at Amazon that much. And the last alternate card would actually be the Amex Prime business card. It's essentially the exact same card, plus that card's a business card, so it doesn't hit your personal credit, so you don't have to worry about 524. So go ahead and keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and link that video too here because I covered that in depth. So just in case you want to see that, please have at it. So the dark side. Now, the dark side to this card is the requirement that you maintain a Prime membership, which is legitimately getting more expensive year over year. In addition to that, while the 5% multipliers are great, that requires a lot of spend at Amazon to really mitigate the cost of the Amazon Prime membership, where the other multipliers don't really do much to inspire people to bring this card out of the sock drawer and really start running it on the day-to-day. So that is a dark side. It's a bit of a, like I said before, glorified store card, but it has the backing of the House of Morgan, which is it's pretty much its saving grace. Now, in addition to that, this card does have a downgrade path in the form of an Amazon card, which further cuts the multipliers from 5 to 3 in the top categories. But also, even though it has a downgrade path, this is still a Chase card, and this card is one that you may want to strategize, because if you blow a 524 slot and you are someone who really takes Chase 524 seriously, this card had better be something that you can justify and justify quickly. Now, also, its cashback currency is easily confused with UR points. A lot of people still think you actually get UR points from this card, since you have to access a Chase portal in order to see your balances, and that is something I feel like they could have delineated a lot better, so that way people know you are getting Amazon points, which are wholly and totally separate. So who's this card for? Well, it's for my wife. It is literally for people like her. You have people who have Amazon packages just coming out the wazoo. You can order almost anything on Amazon. You can get groceries delivered through Amazon, perishable items. They will send them in huge boxes to you. It will come right to your door. Amazon has really created a culture of people who have almost everything at their fingertips. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you need this card. I'm not telling you that it would be good to have. I'm not telling you that you may want it. I'm telling you you need it, because if you don't have it, you're literally paying 5% more than people who do. And the best thing about it is it keeps a real-time running total of your points. So every time you check out, who knows, you may have banked enough to make the next Amazon order free, and that's you getting an instant return on your card. In addition to that, there has not been an Amazon card that has been offered yet, be it Amex, be it by Chase, that has had a spending requirement, and they give you an instant return the minute you are approved for the card. Normally it's an Amazon gift card. So that further gives you a return on this card through a service that you are using anyway. Not only are you using, that you're paying to use. So I would definitely recommend this for big time online shoppers, Amazon comparison gurus, meaning that you go to places, find out the prices, and then you simply look for it on Amazon. I recommend this to every single Prime member. If you are watching this right now and you have Prime, and you don't have this card, you are missing the boat. So it's up to you. If you made it this far in the video, trust me, that bit is important. But other than that, that's who I recommend it to. It's a pretty good card. I like it. It's definitely a keeper card. Me and the wife have it. And also it's a good emergency travel card, as it does not have any foreign transaction fees. So you can use this card worldwide. But that is about it. I'm not going to take up any more of your time, and I will catch you later.